Today, the capital Ahmedabad is gaining recognition for its pioneering work at the Institute of Kidney Disease and Research Centre, IKDRC, and the Institute of Transplantation Sciences, the ITS. IKDRC and the ITS are specialist institutes for kidney disease and kidney transplantation. It is an embodiment of the dream of a young man who left his small village in Saurashtra, travelled to United States and Canada to practice medicine. After 14 years, he gave it all up to return to his home country in 1977.
I was prepared for a tough fight. I was sure that I was knowing that there is not going to be a red carpet and they will tell me that you please come in. Only they will throw the stones at me. And if they throw stones at me, I can build the building out of it.
This transition for Dr. H.L.Trivedi was not easy.
But I love India, and therefore I was ready to go through any amount of hardships which will come.
Despite the obstacles, gradually his dream project began to take shape. Funds were limited, and it was with the help of the government of Gujarat and the generosity of donors that finally, in 1981, the IKDRC came into existence with Dr. Trivedi as its director. His objectives when he set up the institute were very clear. They were service, education, and research.
Service is the first priority because this is a medical institute, and medical institute does not exist in its proper sense unless they have a very strong service component.
Service is indeed the driving force at the IKDRC. Dr. Trivedi leads by example and despite his age, takes personal interest in his patients.
That was the first to develop. The research and education were added up later on because that is the priority, that is the chronology in which we established this. But as it stands now, after years of experience, we have all three components very well developed and supporting each other. Indian systems are accepting a poor man getting a poor care and a rich man getting a rich care. Except that that good care has to go to everybody who needs it. So we are not short of poor people. It's a matter of only having enough finances to do that. We know how to do it. We know where to do it. We have a know-how of doing it. We are committed to do it.
Crucial to the success of the institute was a qualified, committed team that also believed in his ideals.
So when we sat down to develop this institute, we have very carefully selected the people who will form a team. It takes the evolution of a doctor's mind to reach to a point where he thinks in terms of solution of a patient's problem, not the patient as a solution for doctor's economic survival. This institute, our education programs are all full-time. They come at 9 o'clock and work up to 9 o'clock in the evening. And they work at nights and they work during the days and they work on holidays, etc. Indicating that that's the commitment.
This is the transplant OPD in the newly built transplant tower. Post-operative patients come here to meet the nephrologist for their regular checkups. The use of stem cells in transplants has also yielded a surprising but important discovery regarding T cells.
Suddenly we sat down and looked at all the patients whom we have done a stem cell transplantation from 1998 to 2008. Many of them have lived very long without any problems. We have implemented what we call as a weaning protocol, in which we have started calling them back and withdrawing the drugs. And the first 50 patients are already there without any drugs, and which is very encouraging number. In the whole world, nobody has even one patient without drugs. We found out that it is the stem cells which leads to the persistent presence of regulatory T cells. I must be honest to tell you that we were not doing it to generate regulatory T cells, except that we did for one thing, and we found out that it does the second thing as well, and that second thing is very critical.
Dr. Trivedi's vision has now become a reality. The success story of IKDRC is evident from the multitude of awards received.